Let's ask someone. Yes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen online. Just we are trying to test and confirm, always with doubt about technology. If you can confirm and unmute and talk to us, we'd be so grateful. Thumbs up or unmute to hear from you.
Lois, are you able to hear us?
Allow me to choose that yes, the answer is yes. Are you able to unmute? Okay, now I can confirm that technology works, and that's one of the big tests we are doing. It's not to deny you the right to speak, but anytime we'll be allowing the questions and answers, you raise up your hands, you'll be able to interact with us. I want to just check one more reaction. Can you raise up your hand, any of you, to see if the reactions are activated, and we'll be ready to go. Super. Thank you very much. Kevin, you're so best. Thank you for being there for us. 2, 3, 4, 5 hands. Great. Thank you for coming. So we are soon going to start. We have a number of people joining. Kindly share it wide as you can. We are also live on YouTube. So feel free to share these details up to everyone as much as you can. Thank you. How about you?
Good afternoon, good morning. or good evening from where you are. Thank you so much for sharing where you're joining from. In case you've just joined us, kindly put on the chat box your name, what you're currently studying as a student, or what you're currently working on, whether you're working in the university, or also which organization you're coming in from. But most importantly, ensure that you include also the country that you're representing. Remember, we are here for the Digital Skills for an Innovative East African event, and we're happy to have you. My name is Masiki Malat. I'm the CEO for ASSEK, which stands for the Association of Startup and SME Enablers of Kenya, and we are so honored to convene all the different partners across East Africa, and also a big thank you to our sponsors and our partners, that is the GIZ team from East Africa Community, and also the Inter-University Council of East Africa as well. As we prepare to begin the session, I just want us all just to type on the chat how we're feeling, or just actually use the reaction button. Tell us, how are you feeling this afternoon, morning, or evening from where you are? Send us an emoji. Tell us how you're feeling today. I can see it's already lighting up. I can see some good smiles. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Someone is feeling heavenly. I like that. Someone is feeling relaxed. It's a Friday. We like to say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. So really happy to have you here. Wonderful. Great. Great. I love the reactions coming in. Is anyone feeling cold? Is it raining where you are? For me, I'm feeling very, very excited. I'm trying to find my emoji, the one that has the triple stars. And I think it's the same as well for my panelists here, who are also in the same room. Wonderful. Great. So as part of the session today, we'll be launching the call for applications for this transformative program that is looking to solve the critical need that we have within the East Africa community, and that is looking at youth unemployment. And how we're going to run this session today is that we have esteemed guests, our dear partners, that's GIZ and the Inter-University Council of East Africa, as well as also local partners on the ground that are actually supporting startups and SMEs, and most importantly, working very closely with the universities to ensure that young innovators across East Africa also have an opportunity to tap into the entrepreneurial emerging opportunities as they also leverage technology to scale and even innovate for business solutions that industry can offtake or even commercialize. So we're really happy to have you here. And before I begin, I just want us to do a quick round of introductions in my room, because we are together, and just shows the power of collaboration here. And so I'd like to invite Madam Evelyn to start us off. We go to Ben and then David as well.
Thank you very much, Mercy and the team at ASSEK for putting through this session. My name is Evelyn Rutazaha. I am the technical advisor working with the GIZ, the German Development Corporation, and my core focus and area is on supporting innovation, upscaling, and uptake from academia to industry. And we're working with a partner landscape of so many hubs, and looking forward to engaging with you and seeing how far this program will take us. So very much thankful and appreciative of having this collaboration, and looking forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Evelyn, for that. And of course, Evelyn, as you can see, she's our sunshine in this meeting today. So really happy and glad to have you here. Ben?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Ben Ruhinda. I'm the Senior Systems Officer at Inter-University Council for East Africa. And on this case project, I play the role, which is the project coordination at Inter-University Council for East Africa. So briefly, I stand in to make the digital skills to go in all parts of the world, not only East Africa, but to all users, to all consumers, and also bring the university community to benefit by collaborating with industries. Thank you.
Great. Good afternoon, all. And I don't think it's still morning anywhere in the East Africa. My name is David Cheboriot. I'm the director of the E4 Impact Entrepreneurship Centers. I'm also the D-Skills technical lead for this program that we're actually unveiling today. So it's with a lot of excitement that I'm actually here. I look forward to engaging with you. I think we will have a very interesting session. I know you'll have a lot of questions that you'd like to ask us about the program, and we will be happy to respond to them. So thank you, and we can proceed.
Yeah. Wonderful. So now that we have done the introductions within the room, you will be meeting the other local country coordinators across the 7 East African community states in a short while. But before we move and proceed, I hope you're still connecting on the chat box. Remember, we want to know where you're coming in from. Share with us even a reaction of how you're finding the day or even the session, so as to make it very engaging. I'd also want us to still continue using the chat box. Kindly add any questions or feedback or even any insights that also are coming up in the session. Put them in the chat box. We are happy to capture that, because remember, we are co-creating the session together to ensure that we're designing an East African program that is relevant for the young innovators to tap into technology as they also emerge as entrepreneurs in the next frontier. So thank you so much for being here today. And I'd like to now go back to David, who can now give us a small snippet about the program, as well as also unpacking the benefits therein.
All right. So yeah, anyway. So still good afternoon all. And with this initial part of the program, I actually want to tell you or unpack the D-Skills initiative that we're actually implementing for the East Africa community. And we are saying that digital innovation is a key driver for entrepreneurship and job creation in East Africa. We believe it. We hope you also believe it. And otherwise, probably wouldn't be here. And so this digital innovation and digital jobs is actually projected to create about 1.5 million new jobs by 2025, right? And these are statistics from the World Bank. And the young population, which is the majority of you who are joining, need situations where jobs are created, opportunities for work, and digital innovation really offers a great platform for that. Starting your own business, developing your skills, and accessing new markets. And really the role of academia, industry, entrepreneurship ecosystem is crucial for advancing digital innovation and entrepreneurship within the East African community and the world at large. So as you sit there, and we are just launching the call for applications, because most of you are actually going to apply to the program. This is really our hope. We want to see an oversubscription, and we will figure out how to manage it after that. So it's great that you actually understand then what this program is about. So the overall objective of the program is to train and equip young innovators and budding entrepreneurs at universities across the 7 East Africa partner states to establish sustainable business models, gain access to knowledge and tools needed to operate and scale their startup ventures. So this is the overall objective of this program. And what are we going to do then? Or if you get into this program, as now you're getting ready to apply, what will you benefit? So we have a bouquet of benefits which you will get. And we actually have a capacity building session, right? And we'll have several sessions on that. We have 8-week training program, 2 weeks per country of the East African country where we're going to implement. And we have content, really cutting-edge content that we're going to have. So we're going to cover modules such as the business model canvas, design thinking, how to market your product, go-to-market strategy that is close to that, market validation, how do you validate that you have a product that is needed in the market, how do you commercialize? A lot of you are actually graduates or even students about to graduate already with ideas which you built as part of your projects in the university. How would you commercialize that project which you have? So commercialization is key. And then investment readiness. We know that you can't scale if there's no investment in various forms. So early stage and late stage financing, how will you access that? In which form? So we are going to unpack all that. And then we want also to understand a bit around the sustainability models that you have, because we want you to build digital enable enterprises that are economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable. So we'll still cover that bit. Yes, they are not able to see.
No.
It's not shared.
So sharing.
Yes, bring the cursor distance, sorry. Share. Yes, share second screen. No. No, that one. Yes. Yes, double click. Now stop and stop the PowerPoint and share again. Your PowerPoint. Stop the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Full screen. Sorry for that.
Packing, what are the benefits of this program that you are seeking to apply and be part of? So these are the contents, right? I mentioned already the contents that you're going to cover. Business modeling, design thinking, how to commercialize your initiative, and investment readiness, the sustainability of the business model you're building, and so on. So we have those bootcamps and that content which you will receive. More other benefits that we have in store for you as participants into the program. We have what we are calling a package that we're calling mentorship and coaching. So what does that entail, right? We want to do a lot of peer and peer-to-peer networking. This is happening at country level among the countries where we are, but also across the countries. So we'll be sharing a lot and having actually interactions where amongst yourselves, and I think we even began today, when we were telling you, introduce yourself, mention your country, mention your innovation, and we want to see that networking starting to happen. So not only today, but up to the end of the program. Then we're also going to have tailored coaching sessions. If you build your business model, and we are putting in place a possibility for coaches to work with you. So to look at all the nuts and bolts of your business model, tell you that this is scalable, what can you do to raise more funding and so on. So we have coaching sessions already planned as well. And then we have mentorship sessions. And we're thinking in terms of mentorship sessions, a lot of you have innovations. So agri, another innovation, green businesses and so on. And we want to have a mentor who has already, let's say, piloted and scaled a certain innovation in similar to what you're doing, but they've done it at scale. So we'll be inviting mentors to have conversations with you. So, and we think that, and as part of that peer-to-peer networking, we'll actually organize online mentorship session across the countries. So you can benefit and get to know something from an successful entrepreneur in South Sudan, or in the Democratic Republic of Congo, or in Tanzania, or in Kenya, and so on. So those are the mentorship sessions that you're going to benefit from. Then the other bit is around linkages. Really, I think we're in a session this morning, and we have a big population in the East African community. I don't know, 400 million? 400 million. Yeah. And this is a good market for you, for your innovations. So we want to do innovation ecosystem exchange meetings So where we're able to showcase your innovation within the East Africa community, so you can appreciate, or your product or your innovation can be appreciated across the market. Then we also and I guess this is enticing for you, because we really want committed applicants. And we are saying the champions that will emerge, so you have to put your best foot forward. The champions that will actually emerge will benefit from what we're calling cross-border innovation study tours. So we'll take you to Rwanda, we'll bring you to Kenya, we'll take you around. So this is a thing that is up for grabs, but you really have to be the best, right? So I know you're already the best. There'll be a seed to really pick out who is really doing a good job, who is scaling, who can benefit more from this thinking that we have, and you'll benefit from that. And then the other bit is to support the regional scaling of innovations. As in, I think for all the 7 countries, if you have an innovation and you think this innovation can work in another country, in another context, you let us know immediately as soon as you're onto the program. And we want to support how you can scale that model in another country. So those are other benefits which you will actually receive as a participant. Yeah, so I think that's it. That's really the package. That's what we have for you. We hope it's enticing enough for you to immediately go to the link. I think we'll be guided on how to do that and just apply for this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. If you were in a room, we'll give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for laying the foundation of this Innovators Sprinter program and explaining why it's important for you as a young innovator, or even if you're working within the university, supporting these young minds to think different, to explore technology from an entrepreneurial angle. We appreciate you. But one thing that we have to understand is that, as what David has mentioned, we're operating in a huge East African community with a growing population that's almost hitting to 400 million. But now the question becomes, why are we actually working with the youth to support their start and commercialization of innovations? Why are we working so closely with the university to ensure that not only are we building the capacities of these young people to become future entrepreneurs, but we're also supporting the university structures, the university champions, those are the faculty or any other supporting staff, to create a conducive university ecosystem that can support the spur up of these emerging ideas, but also to attract other industry players to come and say, we want to work with the university. Because as you'll closely see in the selection criteria, we're going to be working with the youth who are currently in the university and also the recent graduates, and to just help set this bigger picture and for you to appreciate the Innovators Sprinter program. Then I want to invite Madam Evelyn to share with us the overall picture of the digital skills for an innovative East African community, to share about that. And then also following closely on that one, as I line up my speakers, is Ben will come in and actually share the work that IUCA is doing across, I think now 8 countries?
Yes.
We have now 8 East African countries within the community, because Somalia recently joined in. What are they doing to support the university ecosystem to become more entrepreneurial? So I want to invite Evelyn and then Ben to share that big picture and how all of this is feeding into supporting these young students with their backpack, with energy and enthusiasm as they go to class. They know that they are part of this bigger picture and they are the focus of this program. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mercy and David, for setting the scene and already laying down the foundation. As I already mentioned before, my name is Evelyn. I'm working with GSZ at the East African Community Secretariat. And under the project you all can probably see here, Digital Skills for an Innovative East African Industry. It's a project that didn't start with where we are now. We started with the Center of Excellence for ICT in East Africa, and I'm also glad to see that there are some students who were part of the Center of Excellence already joining the session today. What we evolved in the process is that there is a huge demand in supporting higher education and bridging the gap from academia to industry with skills and also quality offers of teaching. More will be explained with my colleague who's actually from the Inter-University Council, the lead implementing agency for this project. But where I sit and representing also my other colleagues in the bigger team that sits to support this entire project, is that we would like to see what the East African Community Secretariat and the German government started through the technical operation to support in the area of ICT and education, and of course innovation and technology transfer, is that we are able to look into where the gaps are and fill the gaps that exists. We are launching this program today. We are launching the call. We'd like to see as many youth apply. And this is building from the previous interventions that we had been able to implement throughout the entire project phase. We're able to support young innovators, but also seeing that there's a high demand and craving from the youth to really have a very smooth transition into the job market. Our goal is to really see that we provide the skills through the collaboration of the different partners that we have from the innovation ecosystem industry, academia consortium from East African and German, that we're able to provide a very smooth transition in bridging the gap and also skilling and upskilling youth in the region so that they're able to get jobs, but also employ themselves. So I think towards the end, my call would also be, this opportunity is one that's not to miss, because we are really moving into a very higher level of support to entrepreneurs. And we're really going to be deep diving into what does it take for an entrepreneur to cross borders, and what does regional integration for EAC partner states look like for innovators. So that's it from my side, and I would really like for everyone in this call today to spread the news and encourage innovators, your fellow students, graduates who are in the streets without a job, but most of all, women and female entrepreneurs who are pretty much also left out most of the times when it comes to such opportunities. So thank you very much, and looking forward to a very good journey. I would also really appreciate our team and the team behind ASSEK and E4Impact that are really putting in their expertise to see that this program will really come to great success. So we're at the start, and I believe that it will be a journey worth investing on. Thank you very much, and over to you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you very much, Evelyn. Thank you, Mercy, for welcoming us here. And it's a pleasure always to have a chance to talk to the whole community, especially the young ones. If you talk about the young ones, if you talk about the opportunity, it comes forward. Sorry. If you talk about the opportunity for innovation, the future belongs to this generation. The future belongs to the youth. And what we have as a task for skills development as Inter-University Council is to make sure that the quality of education is attained. And the quality of education will not be only attained in the classroom without giving an opportunity for dreaming and dreaming big. So this project brings a unique opportunity to receive the skills you have, as what we are referring it to as a pitch deck. Get your idea, be guided through your idea as mentioned, be supported all the ways ahead. who knows, we might get the first billionaires of the young entrepreneurs in this program. Evelyn have talked much about where we started from, but allow me also to emphasize that we've been looking about bridging the gap of employment and innovation related to digital skills of young people in all East Africa. That's why this project is covering all 8 countries, and we are looking for all innovation, however much you want to apply any technology in it. It will be coached, you'll be guided, you'll be supported. So Inter-University Council, in a nutshell, we are an institution of East African community. We are mandated to build the skills for the youth, and also we advise the partner states on all matters of education and research. We started this journey by establishing a Center of Excellence in ICT, and next to that, we aligned it with some other activities, whereby after setting up a center, we also had to focus on short course training. But when you do this short course training and you come up with an innovative idea, or when you do your master's or you are at university, you're doing your course, and you come up with an idea which leads to innovation, we need now to partner and pair with the team like ASSEK, like Impact, take forward your skills, help you to reach the market. So we are happy to celebrate the milestones actually for the people on the call and have ever benefited from the previous discussions we had earlier and the training. We learned a training of 6 months, which was from ideation to the market viable product. Some of them have done a better milestone, have been able to set up companies which are running. So at this time, it's a second time, but now we are trying to build on existing knowledge. There are many innovations around the world of whoever wants to support education or support the knowledge. And we are among the people joining in with our partners, and thanks to the cooperation of the German through GIZ, and thanks also to the cooperation of the different support we have to the social enterprise. So as IUCA, we stand on the side of saying, we are here for you, we are here for the community, to create an opportunity to bridge the gap. So if you are in any of our country, if you're in Somalia and you are newly joining, understanding this, don't worry, the community is wide. There's others who have crossed that path who are doing it. If you're in Kenya, you have the product which you are wondering how it could scale and can meet the solution maybe needed in South Sudan, maybe in Rwanda or elsewhere, feel free to bring the idea forward in the application and you'll be guided. We are looking forward to scale it. And we'll not stop there. We have a big collaboration with industries, industry players. It's an ongoing activity. Even for today, we had a session with industries. So any idea which we find it have where it will fall to make an impact, we channel it there. So we don't want to overpromise because the big work will be done by you who are interested to apply. Our small work, which is very simple, is to bring your ideas on the platform to discuss and also to get the mentors. But I encourage you that don't fear to bring the idea forward. What we have is what we are looking for. So we are looking for that idea to solve the problem in this community. Let us maybe overemphasize on this point. There are many innovations start in Africa and end up somewhere and are not recognized. We are here to recognize your effort, protect your ability and your skills, channel you in the right channel of where you could get the support, and also try our best to move this journey with you. I know most of initiatives, we know the big ones, but also there are small ones which go, but also there are those which start and make value for others. So we look forward for all ideas that can make impact in transforming our community. Thank you very much. We encourage you to visit the website, reach out the group, ask the questions, do the best you can in order to make impact. Allow me to conclude by saying that the development of entrepreneurship, education, and employability skills is a relevant factor in achieving the sustainable development goal number 4. So we are looking forward to make an impact. And also more emphasis on what we are doing and where we are as IUCA to plug on the whole continent agenda. the Agenda 2063, now we are taking forward this year as the year of education. So you are among our very dear, very expensive product we have. And we are happy to have you on the core, and we are looking forward to continue interaction up to the success we are going to celebrate together. Asanteni sana.
Again, also, yes. If you're on the Zoom chat, kindly feel free to also share some reactions as well. I hope you're still connecting on the chat and also picking a few nuggets. There's a lot of wisdom that is also being shared in this room and also virtually. So kindly, you can utilize this as free mentorship that you're receiving on our wonderful Friday afternoon. And I really have to say thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. So thank you, Evelyn and Ben, for really casting that big vision. And like you said, this year is the focus on education. Therefore, we should not be left behind. This opportunity is supposed to be inclusive. And as what Evelyn has mentioned, we need to have as many women, youth, and even people living with disabilities to be part of this conversation and even helping them commercialize their innovations further. So I'd like us to now introduce the team that is actually implementing this project on the ground, which is the Innovators Sprint Up. So you remember, take up Sprint Up program, and I'd like to invite David to help coordinate this one.
So I think on the screen, you can actually see the team that is actually part of the implementation, right? From the key experts, non-key experts, and then we have the hubs that are actually part of our network that will work with each and every one of you. So if you come through, you will actually be with a hub manager in a specific country, and they'll be really working and hand-holding you. So the consortium, if we can go back just to show the names.
Oh.
So yeah, it's led by ASSEK, which is the Association of Startup and SME Enablers. Then we have E4 Impact, we have Aclis, we have Connector Hub, and Innovative Ventures. So that's the team of the implementing team. Then when we go to the people really, we could almost say running the show. Then there is Mercy, who's sitting just next to me. She spoke before and welcomed you. As one of the key experts, there is Dr. Benedict Mutinda as the other key expert, and myself as the lead. Then the watu wa mkono, you know, those guys who really do the heavy lifting, right? So we have Prudence, you can see him. There is Cecilia, and then there is Edith. So they will be sending you information, following up on you, ensuring your profiles are on, all that. So that's really the team that is really working and will work very closely with you. Then we have the country coordinators, right? I actually just read them out myself.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, no, thank you so much, David. I think at this point, I'd like to ask the country coordinators to unmute and introduce themselves. So we start with Joseph, and then Flavienne, Gatari, and then Hausa.
So are they able to unmute? They were not able to unmute. You know what?
Go to the security.
But you can still.
Yeah, they can unmute themselves.
All right. So anyway, just to save on time, and I think the unmute feature is still on, just to save on time. So we have Joseph Mwanyika, who's the CEO and CEO of Innovative Ventures from Tanzania. So he's there, and he will be working with the team and the innovators based out in Tanzania, though we are doing a lot of cross East African collaboration. And then we have Flavienne Jamju. He's a Francophone Africa manager, but based out in DRC as a DRC country coordinator. We have Libere Gatare, is the founder of Aclis Hub, and project coordinator. He's based out in Burundi, and we'll be working with you from there. Then in Rwanda, we have Hausa Lightborn, who is our country manager there for Impact. She actually manages the center, the entrepreneurship hub that we have, that is based out of the University of Rwanda. So that's Hausa, and she'll be working with you. Then we have Denaya Dennis, who is founder of Connector Hub in South Sudan. And really, we are proud of the work that even Dennis has done, even in the past in this program. Then in Uganda, we have Lois Kamau. She is our country manager and the focal point for the hub that we actually have in Uganda. So that's a team and the country coordinators. And this is a team at in-country level that will actually handhold you during the capacity building, mentorship, and coaching sessions. So thank you. That's it. Yeah.
I think we had Denaya. Were you able to unmute? Maybe perhaps you can give a remark on behalf of them all. Let me know.
I'm unmuted. Let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you so much. And kudos to you all, the team from ASSEK, and also Evelyn. Thanks for the opportunity to be, sharing this platform and again, contributing to the development of the ecosystem in the region. My name is Denaya Dennis from South Sudan. I participated in the previous project where we have seen young people coming from the universities. There are those with only ideas, and some of them already running big companies, specifically in South Sudan. So I'm excited to be part of this, and that we are willing and ready to take the mantle and to work with the students, with the universities, and to make sure that we put our region to the global map of innovation. So that's what I can say. And thank you to everyone. Congratulations for the launch today.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, you can leave around the applause. It's definitely a celebratory moment. And I just want to ask whether we have any other country coordinator on the call.
Yes, it's Joseph here. Yeah, so Joseph from Tanzania, representing Innovators. So nice to be here and looking forward to what this program will bring ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. But thank you, Joseph. Happy to have you here. Hausa or Gatare, might you be present, or Lois?
Yeah, just unmute and speak.
Yes, hello everybody. It's great also to be part of this great participation. I remember back in the university, at least for me, we didn't have this kind of a chance, and I think it's very it's a good opportunity that these university students have this, and they can bring the innovations forward to help the entrepreneurs, also other entrepreneurs in the ecosystem. So thank you very much to you, ASSEK, to GIZ.
Thank you so much, Lois. Hausa, I don't want to leave you behind, and also Gatare and Flavien. Just a quick hello.
Good afternoon. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
We can hear you well, Hausa.
Okay, thank you. We've been having some network challenges. Okay, I just want to shout out from Rwanda. Want to thank everyone from Rwanda who's able to join on this platform. This is an amazing opportunity, and I hope that you will follow it through to the end, that you will be a part of all of the stages of the implementation. We are looking forward to amazing innovations. And so we also thank all of the other implementing partners. Thank you for this opportunity. We're so happy to be a part. Thank you.
Thank you, Hausa. Gatare, Flavien.
Flavien is not anymore. He sent his apologies.
Gatare. Gatare. All right, great. So just so that you know, these are the people you'll be hearing their voice for more than 2 weeks. Okay, so it's important that you are aware of who they are. I think you can also find them on LinkedIn, send them a message, or even on Twitter. But of course, it's a journey that we're starting together, and we are actually going to progressively move forward. One thing I also want to add on top of this project is the realization that not only do young innovators need to be connected with each other as we build this strong community, but also we realize that even as an East Africa community, we as entrepreneur support organizations are also not as well coordinated and also well communicating amongst each other. So as a bonus, as part of this project, is that we're actually going to be coming together as a regional initiative for the different innovation hubs and entrepreneur support organizations so that we can provide sustainability for this project. That means that even if you're graduating from the university with a prototype or a commercialized solution, then you actually have a place to take your idea next. That means that you can actually join an incubation program that will now help you build the business model, help you develop a marketing strategy, help you now look at the mechanics of your financial systems and management, and then also help you on your fundraising journey so that you're starting to build your business around the solution or innovation that you have actually developed within the university. If you're currently a recent graduate, perhaps you graduated 2 years ago or less, then you also have the opportunity of being part of this program where you will receive post-program support and you'll actually receive it within your own country. That means you do not have to travel to another country to receive support, but through this vibrant regional network, we'll be able to coordinate all the different programs and even events that will be of beneficial to you so that you can actually receive the real-time support that you need and even plug into the larger community of other innovators and even other mentors that you can aspire to grow and become in the future. I don't know if David and my colleagues want to add anything also on the regional network. This is your opportunity as well.
Thank you so much. I think at one point, which is really it's very close to my heart right now, also for this project, is really bringing the innovation ecosystem. We started a long way with Connector Hub in South Sudan, in Burundi, Achilles. I'm happy to see Innovators. We also have other hubs in Tanzania, Start Hub, and Smart Labs. And also, I believe in this session today, we have Sinolu, the Center for Innovation in Lubumbashi, that I would really like to see that we form this alliance together and see how we could be able to support innovators and also really find a very strategic point to understand their journey and their pain points. Because you would hear most of them saying, we have been struggling with a prototype for so long, we have gone to different programs and we are still stuck, we're needing investment. So if you could also mobilize amongst yourself, the network, have a very solid institutionalized network that can really support these young entrepreneurs to even cross borders and also learn from each other, create a community of sharing best practices, and also them to connect with founders who have succeeded. So looking forward to that. And for those also who are very now eager to apply and asking for the link, please share the link, and I would hope that you will still guide them through the process. And yeah, let's work with them. Let's work with the innovators, but also let's also hear from the experts on the ground. Those have been supporting innovators for years now. What works, what doesn't work, and where can we really put in our effort together to move this ship together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.
Right, I think it's good.
Wonderful. So as we always say, even for us as partners, we also need to be supported, and having this impactful partnership with GSZ and IUCA also will help the region come better together. I know IUC has done a lot of great work when coordinating universities and the entire ecosystem. And that also will be one of the key anchors that will be supporting this regional initiative of getting together all these different regional innovation hubs so that we can bring in the industry closer to the university. And even one of the things that I wanted to also add was, if you see how, and even the work that we're doing as entrepreneur support organizations on the ground, or even as they're coordinating all these different entrepreneur support organizations, it's time for the industry to move closer to academia. And that is meaning also strengthening the university innovation hub so that even you as a young innovator, whether you just have an idea, then you actually have the first place of contact within the university to start thinking through your idea and actually building a commercial and viable prototype that you can now scale out of the university and into the industry. Now, some of you might be saying, yes, Mercy, this is great. You're telling us, we really appreciate this on a Friday afternoon. I should be hanging out with my friends. But I really don't see the impact of this program, and I feel like it's a bit too wordy. What we have done as a team was actually going back in time, right? Because remember, what everyone here has mentioned is that we are on a journey, okay? And what we did was actually interview some of the previous beneficiaries from the Digital Skills East Africa program, and we got their feedback right from their horse's mouth. And these are people that look like us and also the same university students as well as us. So let's hear from them how they have responded to the digital skills for innovative East African community. When it's looking at me like that, yes. But we call it these skills at EA. It's more funky that way. But let's hear it from them. How do they find the program? What is beneficial? Because remember, you are the future of the East African community. So let's turn to our screen as we watch a video.
Then share screen.
My name is Nzitunga Gustav, and my team is Tanzo. Well, Tanzo is a secure payment and commerce for businesses in Africa, no matter the size, that allow them to get paid anywhere directly. I decided to apply for this skill program because I saw it as an opportunity, because I had that idea on my mind, because that was a problem that I was facing. And I wanted to find a solution for that. And this was the best opportunity that I could see. Before the idea came, my idea was back, but going through the process, I was being able to understand and really know what I want to, what I'm going to. In this 4-5 days, I would say that what I got here is like a condensation of, without exaggerating, 5-year on experience in 1 week. The biggest learning from the program is that we are able to do things if we believe in ourselves and if we do research and understand our customers. I think that many university students have many ideas in mind, but they do not get an opportunity or the way to make that dream come true. And this field is a way to open them a world of opportunity. I'm very excited, and also I feel a little bit scared at the same time, but I hope that more I will put on the show.
Okay, our audience winner is going to come in front for another picture with our chief guest, and the audience award is
Great, thank you so much for that. As you can hear, it's someone from Burundi, and people always think Burundi is a very small country, but the youth are actually putting that country on the map. And that is just an example of what each and every one of you can do in your own country with your brilliant minds, with your energy and enthusiasm, and the vision of ensuring not only are you being a patriot to your own country, but also you can be a collective champion for the East Africa community to also drive this agenda forward. So I'd like to invite Wangare, who will now help us walk through the application process and see what actually is entailed when it comes to application. And many of you have been asking for the link, so here we go right now.
Thank you, Mercy. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wangare Kariuki. I work at E4 Impact as the Community and Partnerships Manager. So the slides will be projected, and I will be briefly taking you through what the program entails. So we've seen a couple of questions coming through already. So at least I am hoping that by
Wangare, are you on? Yeah, I think Mercy can proceed to share about the how to go about it. If you come on, then you can pick up. But let's.
Sure. Yeah.
So while Mercy is still preparing to share, I would like to say one of the things that has brought us to this date where we are launching these programs is because we listened to the innovators in the digital innovations for business resilience. After the end of the program, there was an echoing of the need for more further support and handholding, and also the fact that there's a need for mentorship. Sometimes it's not really about the investment and the money, but it could also be the pairing of innovators to innovators, and also taking the innovators to expose themselves to understand what works probably in other countries does not work in the country that they were, and to adjust. So we actually do thank the innovators, including the innovators that you just have seen from the video. There's a lot of feedback and a lot of designing and co-creation that came with them giving their input, and therefore we come to this program. And I would like Mercy to share more details, and if there's anything that would come up as questions, I think the team can also come in and give more feedback. Okay.
Wangari, are you still on?
All right, okay. So
It's on but muted, sorry.
Okay, so, all right, you're able to unmute her?
I'm seeing, no, who's the person?
Unmute Wangari.
It's actually unmuted. Yeah, we can mute ourselves. Great, just as a preamble. So before we actually thought through the application and even some of the benefits that are coming up in the program, we did commission a study where I think most of you actually did participate in the needs assessment process, just to understand the stage of your innovation and also what are you actually seeking for from the program, and then that also helped to inform that. So the process covered in 3 ways, if Wangari is not here. So
She's on, maybe she's just muted. Anyway, proceed.
okay, so we'll be looking at what are we currently looking for, that's the criteria, and then also be able to unveil the landing page and the application portal, and then also looking at the actual application process as well. So deep diving into it. So the focus of the D-Skills program is to train and equip young innovators and budding entrepreneurs at the university, and also targeted towards the recent graduates that are coming from the university across the East African community. The kind of sectors that we're really trying to see and target, one, we're looking at agriculture. The second one is blue economy. So if you're doing anything around fisheries or looking at water bodies and what you can innovate around that as a key resource, that's a sector that we're looking into. If you are thinking of an idea around solving climate change and you already have either a documented business plan or a prototype around solving the climate change and the current disasters that we're seeing happening, then that also is an applicable sector to apply for. We also have health and life sciences, so targeting towards looking at how to improve overall human life, but also looking at nutrition and many other factors that can also be a sector that you can apply under. Also, we're looking at food and beverage. People must eat. So are you doing anything around that, and how you also solving the pain point for the consumer in that regard? We also have clothing and textile. We have space, science, and technology. There's a lot of shift in terms of how we can use geospatial data or data from, we call them the heavens, to actually help farmers iterate or know what is needed. So if you're interested in that, or even if you're studying and you have an idea that you've already started thinking through, then that is a sector that you can apply under. The other one is looking at infrastructure development. Also, we have information and communications technology that is around ICT. We also have industrialization, manufacturing, and trade. We also have human resource development and education. And finally, we have something around environmental and natural resources management. More details for these different sectors will be on the website so that you can actually interact with that and read more. Okay. Wangari, are you back?
She's back, but she's muted.
Hi, Mercy. Yes, I am back.
Great. Is there anything you want to add on the sectors?
No, I think you've covered it very well on the sectors, so probably we can proceed.
Go on, Wangari.
Thank you. So like it has been previously mentioned, D-Skills East Africa is going to be focusing on the 7 East African countries. So we have Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the DRC, which is the Democratic Republic of Congo. So we are inviting young students and graduates from the above countries to put in their application process. The link has already been shared, so you can as well start interacting with the application documents as well. Next slide. Perfect, thank you. So who are we targeting, or what is the criteria for you to join the D-Skills East Africa program? So it's an Innovators Sprint program, and we are inviting young students and recently graduates that come from the East African countries that you talked about. So the first criteria is you must be a resident of the 7 East African partner states. So in the application form, of course, you will find a question asking you to, state the country that you're coming from, so that, we can verify that you actually come from the targeted countries. Then we are looking for young people, meaning we are looking for people between the age of 18 and 35 years. So if you fall in this age bracket, then feel free to put up an application. Then we're also looking for someone who is enrolled in a university, currently enrolled, or you've graduated within the last 2 years from a university. So this is targeting the students and the recently graduated students. So the other criteria is we are looking for, so you must have an innovative idea or an existing startup venture that you wish to scale or grow up. So like Mercy had previously mentioned, we're also looking to, how we can use digital skills and entrepreneurship to create employment opportunities. So of course, we are looking for someone who has an innovative business idea, or you've probably, launched a startup. So you have an existing startup in place that you're looking to grow. And of course, through the capacity building program, then will help you to scale and grow your enterprise. Then commitment is very important. So we are requesting for, young people who demonstrate commitment to develop digital skills and knowledge to operate and scale. So like the slide that Mercy has previously presented, we are looking for young people who are committed to use digital skills to be an enabler of the sectors that we'll be focusing on the D-Skills. So I know most of us are probably wondering what they get to gain by participating in the D-Skills East Africa program. So the first thing is there's a capacity building program, which is an 8 weeks program where there'll be 2 weeks training in every country. So there's capacity building. The other benefit, so the other benefit is mentorship and coaching. So you will be assigned to mentors and coaches who will get to work with you throughout the journey, helping you to refine your business models, helping you to get your value proposition in place so that you're also able to, connect to what the industry is looking for. So like we've mentioned, the aim of this project is also to, it's the connecting, academia and industry. So we're also looking to have, industry experts who get to work with you the journey and get to help you understand what are the skills and what are the, technical expertise that are needed in the different sectors and industries that you've seen. Then there'll be cross-border innovation tours. So David had mentioned that, to motivate the young people, there's always the element of competition. So we want people to put their best foot forward. So it begins with you putting up an application, going through
Wangare, your voice is dwindling. Let's just proceed from here. We can't hear you clearly. So, and I think we're getting to the most important part on how to apply. So, Wangare.
Yes, David, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Let's see whether you can,
Perfect.
proceed with this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I had mentioned, so I know, for young people, and as a young person, I think I can attest, when we are looking to join any sort of program, we always ask ourselves about the benefits. And like I was talking about, the benefits of joining the program is that, there is the capacity building program, which is very important to equip you with skills and knowledge on how to grow and scale your venture. Then there's the cross-border tour where you get to, interact and learn from other young innovators from different countries. And then this is where we are encouraging, young students and graduates to put their best foot forward, because then we want to see who is also putting in the time and effort and commitment to learning and getting the most out of the program. Then we have mentorship and coaching. So this is, you get to be assigned a mentor and a coach who gets to work with you the journey, refine your business idea, refine your business model, which then helps you to scale and grow your venture. Then there's peer-to-peer learning. It is important to, just put emphasis on, the resource and the skills that we as young people are. So you'll get to learn a lot from your fellow young people. They're coming from different universities, they're coming from different countries. So you'll get to learn a lot from each other and be open to learning as well. So I know you're probably wondering, how do you get to be part of this amazing program that is targeting young people? So it's digital skills. So of course we are doing a digital application as well. This is where we begin. So the application, so once you click to the application link, it takes you to a web-based platform called the E4Impact Accelerator app. So it's not an app that you download, it's actually web-based. So once you click on the link, it's usually encouraged that you bookmark it so you can always have it on your gadget. So once you click on the application link, it takes you to creating an account as a new user. So when you're creating, you will kindly make sure you have your first name, your last name, and an email address, then create a password. So what I would say and recommend is kindly use an email address that is active, because how this platform is structured, it's very effective and efficient when managing application processes. So you get to, get communication is done via the platform as you move from one stage of the application process to the other. And how you get that information is via the email address. So kindly use an email address that is active so that you're able to get prompt communication on the same. So once you've created a password, you click next. So you will get an email notification on the email address that you've provided, requesting you to validate your email address. And once you've validated, then you're able to proceed to the application form. So the application form it's very easy to understand, and the questions have been explained in a manner, that everyone is able to understand. So there are different sections. Please make sure that you fill in every section. All the required questions will be highlighted that this is a required question. So kindly make sure that once on the application form, you filled in every question, and there is always a save button on the application form. So what we encourage is sometimes you don't have to start the application and submit at a go, because sometimes you need more time to understand what the program is about. You need more time to go through your answers before you submit. So what we encourage is, so you can probably work on a few questions, do your research, ask questions if you have any, then you can always, there's a save button. So you're able to save your work as you go, and then get at it later when you're now able to handle the section, a different section of the application form. So there's a save button. You don't need to feel the pressure of submitting the application in one sitting, because then it also requires you to put in work and research into the application, because then once you've submitted, we do not have an option of editing the application. So we encourage that you only submit when you're very sure that what you've written there, it will mind blow us or whoever will be reviewing. So this is the application process. So you will validate your email address, then you will proceed to filling in the application form. On the form, there are questions that are compulsory and there are questions that are not. And then there's a word limit. So you will always get guidance on a word limit. As you can see, it's very simple. At most 100 words per question. So please make sure that you make good use of the 100 words. Capture as much information you can about what it is that you're doing, but make sure to also focus on the most important bit. What digital skills are you using or tech skills are you using as an enabler of the sectors that we presented that are target sectors of the program? Then once you're done filling in every section of the application form, there's a submit button. You will submit, and then on the email address, you will get a notification congratulating and thanking you for applying to the D Skills East Africa. That email address is the one will also receive information once you move from one stage of the application to the other stage. So if you have a question, so there's a landing page, a website, a landing page where you can learn more about the program. So the link will be shared. There's also a section of frequently asked questions. There's an email address that you can always reach out to in case you have a question. So feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help you in case you have a question. So the form is both in English and in French for the French-speaking countries.
Great, thank you so much, Wangari, on that. And so we'd like to now move into the Q&A session. And I'd like to ask Joseph Mwanyika to lead us in that one. Joseph, over to you. What are some of the key questions coming from the chat? And what are some of the ways we can respond to it?
Okay, thank you, Mercy. So I think I will start by, so if anyone has a question, you can just raise a hand and we'll be able to unmute, and then we can be able to respond to any of your questions. And I'll be reading some questions from the chat box. A lot of engagement. This is nice. Yeah, so if anyone has a question, you can raise your hand and unmute. Okay, so I see a question from Ezra. Ezra is asking when is the deadline for the application? So the deadline for the application is on the 1st of May. Yeah, so you need to start preparing your application for the next 14 days. And I think because the form is very straightforward and they don't have a lot of questions, so I think it's convenient time for you to start prepare early, so that you can be able to submit the best application that you can. Yeah, so the deadline is on the 1st of May.
There's a hand up from Evelyn, Joseph. Maybe you can unmute her to ask her question.
Yeah. A question from, a hand from who? I don't see a hand from my side.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evelyn, welcome. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm just wondering why you're focusing on university students, because we have some innovators that have had training from other institutions that are not necessarily universities, but they have really brilliant digital ideas. So why the focus on university students only? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the focus is not only university students, we also accept the application from the graduates. So if you've graduated and it's not more than 2 years you can also join this program. And the reason, like, we chose to work close with education institution, because it's easy to reach the student, and because now they are growing, and I think it's better to start working with them while they're still at the learning institution. So yeah, so it's not only university students, so even if like you are graduate.
Yeah, maybe I could supplement. Thank you, Joseph, for that. The target, maybe we are using the word university, but the target is the youth from any tertiary higher learning institution. So there's different classification. There's where they call them as a tertiary, university, schools, colleges. But whoever is enrolled or have graduated is in the pipeline of doing innovation is welcome. So I don't know if everyone have met your expectation correctly, but we are not limiting, we are correcting all different innovation. But here we start by understanding that is from any institution of higher learning, either on the desk or graduated. But don't worry, even if it is a drop-off for any case, we are not going to exclude. Just you, on the form you reach where you say which year of the university, either you are in or you have been in, or if you have completed. So we look forward to get all ideas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, from Sila. Sila is asking if the idea or the innovation is made by two students, are they going to apply both of them? Yeah, so if the idea is one, I think you can submit only one application, and you can say that you are working in a team. So it's not necessarily that you say because we are a team, each one should apply by themselves. So if it's a team, only one of you will be able to apply, and because we are accepting an innovation and not individual student. So if you are in a team and you have an innovation, you can just apply using that innovation that you both came up with. Did I like respond correctly? I think it's from Sila.
Yes, it's a good answer, Joseph. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So another person is I see from Michael is asking, what if you had started a business but you don't have a pitch deck? Can you proceed with the application? Yes, so I think one of the key benefit that you'll get from this program is we'll be able to capacitate you on how to strong pitch deck for investment, and also for you to be able. If even if you don't have a pitch deck, that's not a requirement. We just need you to have good innovation, or if you have a prototype, like it should be very innovative, and you can be able to apply. Other benefit you get from the program, like how you can prepare your pitch deck, because we understand that not all the university students that have innovation even know what a pitch deck is. So you might have, and you've never even heard about the pitch deck. So this is built to transform you from where you are with your innovation.
Yeah. So Joseph, I see other questions that are on the chat. I have written a bit down, so I'll just go on to respond to them, because I think we're just coming to the tail end of this, right? So I think that the issue around university students that it has been well answered. There's a question about who is the Kenya country coordinator. So we had shown the team that is managing, and for Kenya is Dr. Bernadette Mutinda. She is coordinating for Kenya. Then there was a question whether if you have an idea in agro-processing, whether it can be supported. So agriculture in general, agriculture, agri-business, agri-food, all that is actually among the ideas that we are looking forward to have. And then there was a question whether someone will get financial support. So what we are doing is actually, this is a technical support to ensure that you can raise funding. So there are no direct grants for participants, but if your idea is good, and we have a lot of networks of also VCs that we are working with across the East Africa community, will actually put you in front of investors to pitch your idea. And if it is good, you'll get the funding. Yeah. So those are some of the questions that I'd seen in the chat that already people had asked, right? So there's a last question around whether the business is even registered 2 months ago. So long as you have an MVP, an enterprise, an innovation that is already you've been working with, even if you registered 2 months ago, there's no limitation on registration, because part of the program support is actually to help you formalize your enterprise. So then the idea, the minimum viable product, some starts with some market segment, you have already some customers and stuff, is already good. Then we will support you in giving you the support to register the business. So, but at least they need to be something that we are building from. Yeah, so I think if there are no more, Evelyn, you want to add something, you just speak up. Yeah.
We are encouraging all of you to apply and also to spread the message for anyone that you know has a very good scalable idea that has already been tested as a prototype to apply. And also, I think there was a question on if it's the idea of business is not a digital enterprise, or it's not a digital innovation. I think what we're also aiming in this program is to also equip the innovators with capacity to leverage digital innovations. So there will be that that element of upskilling in the area of digitizing business and looking at business models that incorporate the use of emerging technologies and etc. But we are encouraging you, because now we are also looking into the trends of where SME and startup venturing is going, is really to look into having your business or ideas more digitalized. So yeah, apply and let's see the support and the team of the hubs could offer in terms of shaping up your ideas, and probably if you're successful to get in the program and see how your long-term vision would look like. And would like to encourage really anyone applying to really be very committed to really seeing that you want your idea or your innovation or even your business that is already established to really scale. And that is the main essence of this program. It's not really to come and test and to come and really see whether this is for you or not in it for you. For us, it's really we want to see youth who are really looking into breaking grounds and really moving cross borders, to say that we have been able to benefit from this program. We have a digital innovation, we have a startup venture that is scaling. So that is what I would add from my side. Thank you.
Wonderful. So I think, Joseph, we have been able to capture most of the questions. As you can see on the screen, we have shown you the website. Kindly, Edith and Prudence, add it to the chat. We have theskills.iucea.org, where you can actually apply. And in case you want to change the language function, then you can always click on the bottom, on the flags that are actually on the top right of the website. So you can definitely access the French version and also the English version. Kindly know that the deadline is fixed. So please, if you can apply even today, go ahead and do it before the website crashes. We had an internal joke where we're saying the website would actually be down, but we trust it won't be. But kindly apply on time and do give it your best, okay? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have this kind of a program that has been heavily subsidized through the support of our partners. So do not miss out on this opportunity. And as what other colleagues have mentioned, is that it's an opportunity to help you scale up. So whether you have a post idea, you really thought of the idea and you want to pursue it already, or actually you have an idea that you want to scale up, join this program. If you lack digital expertise, it's also an opportunity for you to learn more about digitization and what it can do for your business. So I'd like to now invite Dr. Bernadette to come and give the closing and vote of thanks for this session as we wrap up. But just to know that we will share with you also the recording. We do have your contacts, so we'll send you the recording for this session, as well as also follow-up links that you can apply immediately. Over to you, Dr. Bernadette. Dr. Bernadette, let me know if you're still on the call. Okay, then I can give Ben the chance to give us the EAC vote of thanks and also close the session. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Martha, and thank you all for joining. I've been so interesting to see more than 100 people interested to turn up. It's very interesting to see that the link went up and the numbers of the people are clicking on the link are increasing. So it's promising that we are going to have a brilliant one people, one destiny, which is East Africa. I would like to pass this vote of thanks to first to the partners who accepted to reply to the terms of reference, accept to do on this detailed long journey of reaching this way. The technical team behind this application, I say that take advantage. This is a great thing. You have realized that once you register in there, you get even the post content of some knowledge you benefit. So don't miss it out. Thanks to the support we get from all partners, so interesting to get this support and find the people interested to come in. But last but not least, thanks to the young innovators who are willing to spend a day and night and do something better and do something great and make impact to the community. Thanks also to the team which participated in the previous one. You have seen the video. Those videos are on the website actually. The contents are available. They can help you to improve your document you're going to submit. So don't stop to study. It's a journey to acquire the knowledge, and it's a blessing to use it and be accepted in the community. So on our side, we say thank you and look forward to continue to do the same. Marcy and the team have promised us that they're going to do a continuous webinar like this. So count to hear from the team, and we count also to get your applications. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana, merci beaucoup. Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Asanteni nyote, right? And the next info session will be on Monday. So you can attend again if you need more clarification. But also if you have a friend, you know, we say tell a friend to tell a friend. And that way it will really network. So tell them about the info session on Monday. As soon as you receive the link, also share it with them. Thank you and have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
To express how the session has been, but we wish you all the best. Stay safe and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Great.